tell the whole damn world it's a Madden territory. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg. It's in the game.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Who's the team? 56 is the mark. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And right away, he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you, that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 15 on it, 15 on it. There's the partner.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And now it's second down. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Terry McLaurin, incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game, and able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal.
58, come on. And watch the slant. Watch the slant. 58, boy, 58, come on. Watch QB draw.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Again, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 44, Wilson flush to his right. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 35.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Carson. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, his throw incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing is Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Corner blitz by Josh Norman works like a charm. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now, Geis stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, we figured they'd come out with intensity and aggressiveness on the defensive side of the ball, and they have an early turnover to show for it.
They lived up to their reputation. That's who they are. They want to attack on every play, even though they're playing defense. And you're exactly right. Force the early turnover, and now they'll try to attack again and again throughout the game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson to throw. Being chased out left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Watkins on the jet sweep. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Matches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Listen.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Myers able to knock it through, And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Geis with a carry on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Now Haskins on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I'm going back to you.
Now Haskins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Carson. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. He'll find Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. 7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 26.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. So second and long, you got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Well, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Haskins looking to throw on first down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 46 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and that'll make it third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Wilson now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is first and 10. Wilson will throw again. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. It's Geis on the counter. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Haskins on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
This is Carson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
2nd down, Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And some room to maneuver. Dodges him at the 50. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
And the Redskin first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Geis. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he rifles one incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. He's got Lockett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Now Wilson on first down. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun. Wilson, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson looking for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
at the 30-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the edge. Say. Back.
This is Geis, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 35-yard line.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A run there on 1st down, and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
Check. Crunch.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 77 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
2 yards. And the Redskin first down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Who's that? 54 Mike. 53. 54. Come on, G. Check nickel. Hey, check 24.
3rd down. Here's Geis. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 45-yard punt, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big. Watching other people continue to play, but can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, baby, my credits are off. And
about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down when the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not